Did you know going into this match that the Bulldogs were finishing up? I mean, you alluded to the issue that, and fans know the story of Dynamite and Jacques Rougeau, and Jacques finally gets revenge with a roll of quarters. But this is it for the Bulldogs. They're done after this. Did you know that before you went out there?
I didn't know anything about them having that kind of heat. I knew that the Bulldogs ribbed everybody. You know, it was pretty stout, and ribbing was pretty rampant before this deal went down. But as far as specifics, no, I didn't.
Let's move it along here and let's talk about the next match. We've got Andre the Giant and Dino Bravo and Rick Rude and Harley Race and Kurt Hennig taking on Jim Duggan, Jake Roberts, Scott Casey, Ken Patera, and Tito Santana. I'm sure we'll talk about some of these other talents another time, but I wanted to ask you specifically about Ken Patera, the old roommate and friend of Ric Flair. Of course, he's going to have a brush up with the law, and an incredibly strong human being and quite the character to say the least. Do you have any interesting Ken Patera stories?
I'm embarrassed to say I never saw Ken Patera work.
Wow.
Isn't that something? I just, you know, whether I was doing something else, if he was on the card with me, and I don't think he was there very long that I was there. If my recollection is correct, you would know probably more than me. I know that he was legitimate as far as the weightlifting went. When he was on the gas, he looked absolutely incredible. And hey, he was a, you know, Olympic weightlifter. I think he was the first guy to put 500 pounds over his head. Isn't that his claim to fame?
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, that's ridiculous. Kenny was always a gentleman. I wasn't around him very much, and I don't have the recollection of seeing him ever actually in a match, but I can't imagine him be a bump and a fool either.
Who do you think was who was the real tough guy on the heel side? Andre, Dino, Rick Rude, Harley, or Kurt Hennig?
Well, Harley for sure, and probably Rick Rude.
It's amazing that with all that, you know, especially with Andre on the side, obviously Andre can do what he wants, but you've heard that, you know, Harley Race was a legitimate badass. And I think everybody has thought that about Rick Rude for a long time.
Yeah. Rick Rude, you didn't mess with Rick Rude. You know, he was a great guy, but you know, when it was business time to deal with business and take care of business, he was very serious, and he took his business very serious and personal, and he wanted to go out and he wanted to get over, and he wanted to get the match over. And we had always heard from the guys, you know, that Rude was tough, and I believe it. Let's just say we put Andre in his own category, you know, he's not in the mix. And Harley, the stories of him knocking guys out in bars with one short left, or, you know, my God, those things are legendary.